Hey, what's up? Dean's Ear Performance. We are, as always, technically not always. I did do Sick Week. We did do Orlando. So, not always at the shop. Mostly at the shop. Magnum's back up in the air. And the transmission and mock-up motor are out. And I don't know if nobody commented it, but I was waiting for it. I was never planning to leave that frame rail open. I just needed to get measurements to where I could figure out what was the, I guess, easiest and best way to put it back in. So what I did was I took some, it's whatever, 1/8 inch, I think it's 3/16. It's pretty thick. Yeah, it's 3/16 plate. Basically measured the factory subframe piece, just put some marks where I thought it would look its best. So I copied the measurements from one side to the other so that it looks, you know, both sides look the same. There's like a factory hole there. I didn't want to like lop the hole off and do all that. So it's there. So both sides are very, very close to being the same. Then I took those pieces, traced them onto the plate for each side. They're basically the same, except they're flipped for some reason. You can see the curve is down here, has a little bit of a curve, and the top is more of a straight. Over here, there's a curve, and the bottom is more of a straight. But I just traced them onto the plate, and then I took a piece of 1¼ inch. It's chromoly 1¼ inch 058 wall. 058 1¼ inch, and just kept trimming away until I got it to where it's even on both sides. And then welded that in. Welds came out nice actually, for like shaking and stuttering and falling all over the ladder. Yes, I use a short people ladder because I'm short, but I think it looks good and it's pretty level with the car. So that will tie this frame rail back together. And this stuff, it's so paper thin. Let me see, where's that piece? You know, and this has burrs, but it is paper thin. So adding that in will just keep it from wanting to twist the frame rails out. And I kept checking my measurements, plus the rack and pinion still bolted in. It's still bolted into the frame, so nothing moved. Like not even a 1/16 of an inch, nothing moved. So super happy with that. I also put the rivets through these brackets. You can barely see it back there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. So now the transmission cooler is nice and stoutly mounted. I got to tighten up these fittings, can't forget to do that. But it is Saturday and I am going to head out of here. Monday I got to do some powder coating on some grab bars for my father-in-law, and then if I get time at the end of the day, I'm stealing Jeff's heads, because I'm at the point where I got to put the motor in, start assembling everything on the motor, and I'm out of time to bring the heads to the machine shop and have them gone through and put the extra valve in and do all that. So I'm stealing your heads, Jeff. I mean, they're no good anyways. They had massive exhaust leaks, so I have to clean them. But yeah, he's Firebird. He's looking for an iron 6.0 Gen 4. And we're just gonna do stock bottom end. Gonna do a different cam. This cam it's a Summit Stage 3 turbo cam. I don't like stages of cams, but this is a very small cam. It's like, I think it's 600 575, or it's I can't remember, 585, 565 or something. Whoa. Okay, somebody went in and deburred the block. I don't think that's from the factory, and it actually sharpened it. But anyways, so yeah, so he's gonna look for that. Most likely we'll just reuse his oil pump. It's the, oh, it's a factory pump. Okay, so that's just a factory pump. It's crazy to me that you buy billet double roller, you know, ARP rocker studs, ARP rod bolts for stock rods. You buy all of these things and then you just do a factory pump, which I'm fine with a factory pump. You put a shim in the spring, you can port it, you can do all that stuff, and they work phenomenal. But it's just crazy what money gets spent on and then other money doesn't get spent on. So yeah, so he's looking for LQ4, or not an LQ4, like an iron block 6.0, like a Gen 4 iron block 6.0, to put together, which will use his head studs. Probably not going to change any of the main studs, most likely won't. I am going to change the cam and lifters though, in that motor. Completely new. We'll do the Gatorman lifters, do a tick cam. I don't remember which one. I think it's the Teddy Boostavelt, like stage 4 or something. It's way up, like 620s lift or something like that. It's a pretty gnarly cam, so we'll probably do that because his converter is like a 34 to 3600, so it'll work good. But yeah, bigger turbo. We're gonna do the build right this time and make the car fast. So waiting for him to come through with a motor, stealing Jeff's heads, and on we go. So that's kind of it. Maybe have an update Monday, maybe. I think it's going to be Tuesday, and then I won't be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I won't be back till the following Tuesday. So kind of is what it is. But yeah, we'll get going on this, and I'm going to order the Terminator X this week for it so that I can start figuring out where I'm going to put the wiring for it and stuff. Like I said, I'm probably going to use that hole under the dash. That is something that I found wild. Under the dash, like near the steering column, there is a mile of space in this car. I could not believe it. Yeah, there's a ton of space, so I could definitely come in that shifter cable hole. It's almost like this car was meant to have an LS with a Terminator X, but I can come in that shifter cable hole and mount the ECU like behind the kind of the kick panel underneath the steering column. I got to figure out gauges. I really like their can gauges, but I got to measure these, and I didn't measure them. Maybe I'll measure them before I leave. But yeah, I got to figure out gauges, but you know, little by little, make it happen. But appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of brand new videos, and as always, have a good day.